Alright, so finally, we're in the kitchen. So let's start the cooking video. I'm going to do a real simple fish dish. We're going to do some salmon, because I just picked up some fresh salmon today. It was on sale. And I'm trying to put the tripod down, but the leg thing's not. There we go. Alright. I'm like, why is this thing leaning back? Alright, to start off, get your baking dish, whatever you want, just line it with some foil, just so it makes cleanup easier. Put that aside. I have the oven on 375. We're going to be cooking this for about 20 minutes in there. Really straightforward stuff. I have some grape tomatoes. I have a lime, which is almost at its death date, so I have to do something with it, so we're going to be cooking with it today. I have a lemon, nice fresh lemon. I have a little bit of rosemary. This is stuff that I grew about 2 years ago and dried out. So we're going to use that. It's not fresh, but it's not like crappy dried. Not that, you know, dried rosemary is crappy, but you know what I'm saying. It's kind of in between. It was homegrown, so like in my mind it's better. I know it's going to taste just the same, but it's a mental thing. And then a piece of salmon. Alright, so I'm actually going to, let's cut the salmon open first. Grab our knife. Alright. That's $4 for a piece of salmon. Not too bad. It's usually more expensive. This is the wild salmon, not the farm raised. Honestly, I don't really know the difference. I know, like, you can taste the difference and some better, well, whatever. It's all the same to me. So, let's pop this open. Let's see what we got. Yes, did wash my hands before we started. Alright, so a nice little fillet. Oh, can you see that? Yeah, you can see it. Little bit of salmon. So what I'm going to do is put this skin side down. Now I was going to do a video cooking this on a bed of salt, which I will do in the future, cooking any kind of fish on a bed of salt or encrusted in salt, because it comes out like amazing. But I don't have enough salt to do that. You kind of need to waste like a whole container of it. Anyway, I touch the fish. Let me wash my hands real quick. Yeah, this one's going to be real straightforward. Really, really easy to do. Nothing complicated here, just a couple ingredients. Alright, so fish is skin side down in our little pan. Actually, let's bring this back for a second. You know what? We'll discombobulate it here. Alright, first thing I want to do is take a little bit of that rosemary, pull it off the stems, because you don't want those, are too, it's like eating twigs. Alright, get a little bit of that. Alright, give this a little bit of a, you notice this, by the way? Towel, yes. Towel under the cutting board. People have been telling me that. They get really, really upset if I don't have a towel under there, because, I don't know, I'm just stubborn. But I gave in. Sometimes I know when to call it quits. I'm not always right. So just give this kind of a rough chop. Nothing, again, this is what I call rustic. It's another word for lazy. You don't have to get really specific with this stuff. Alright, so I'm going to take that and just kind of pinch it, break it up a little more as I'm putting it on my fish. There you go, simple. And of course you can use whatever you like. I happen to like rosemary a lot. I really like it. I put on a lot of, actually it's really good on roasted red potatoes. Yeah, salt, pepper, and rosemary. Mwah, beautiful. A little bit of garlic, roasted garlic. Good stuff. Okay. So yes, our fish, a little rosemary, pretty straightforward so far, right? Okay. Then you want to just spin your salt shakers everywhere to make a mess. Just adds to the whole thing, you know. It's kind of a ritual I do. I want to get some salt here. Now I have a mixture of some sea salt. It's actually, it's spiced sea salt. It has ginger and garlic and stuff in it, which I got from JT, Hell's Army. Where is JT? Honestly. He's been in MIA for a while now. Hope he's okay. If anyone knows him personally, let me know, because he's just, I haven't seen anything from him in a really long time. People keep asking me, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm asking other people, and I just don't know. So yeah, Hell's Army, if you happen to know what's up with him and if he's okay, I'd like to know. But anyway, yes, I have some mixed Hawaiian spiced sea salt mixed in with Himalayan pink sea salt. You know, I mean, honestly, it does have a different flavor than regular salt, but just use salt. That's all. Really, really simple there. All right, little pinch of salt right over top. A little bit more. All right. Okay, now, this is Italian seasonings. It's just that cheap stuff you put on pizza. It's a little bit of everything. Just gonna do a little sprinkle here. It doesn't come out very fast in this shaker that I have, so it's really barely anything in there. In fact, it's so little that I'm going to take the top off and do this. Actually, that's too much. I don't want that much. So really, like barely a pinch here, just to give it a little something. Okay. Now, moving on. All right, so we got salt. We have our herbs. Yes, in America we say herbs. I don't know why. We also have our own measuring system. I don't know why. It's just what we do. But for everyone else around the world who thinks it's annoying, I just put my herbs on there, and now I'm going to put on some black pepper. And yes, this is regular black pepper. I really do prefer fresh cracked, like a medley of peppers. It has so much flavor, and it's so much better when it's fresh cracked. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta use what you got. I don't have any, so go with the cheap stuff. It'll still be okay. Okay, now I'm going to take some cherry tomatoes, and I'm just going to kind of sprinkle them around. I don't need too many of them. I absolutely love these, just to pop in your mouth as a snack. So I'm going to really do it, because I don't like talking with my mouth filled. Yes, that's what she said. That's what she said comments. They used to be pretty funny. Now they're just kind of like, yeah, I get it. Haha. Yeah, but anyway, I love popping them as a snack in the summertime, picking them straight off the plant. It's just amazing. Really good stuff. All right, now I'm going to give this a very light drizzle of olive oil. I mean, really, really light. All right, you really don't need much there. Okay. All right, now just our citrus, lime, lemon and lime. All right, give this a little roll. This does help get the juices out. You can actually microwave this for about 15 seconds. And it kind of breaks down the walls inside, so when you cut into it, it's extra juicy. But this thing's, like I said, it's about to, like, totally rot. So it's pretty juicy as it is. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna slice off, let's see, 4 slices. All right, not too thin, but thin. All right. Then the rest here, I'm going to use the juice. So I'm going to hold that off to the side for a second and reserve these off to the side for a second. You guys can hear that. My laundry's done. It sings to me. I love that. It's such a pleasant, like, it's not like, oh crap, I got to go do laundry, heat laundry. It's like, hey, let's go do some laundry. All right. Same thing with the lemon. Knock off that. Oh. Knock off that too. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Now, you could go through the trouble of taking all the seeds out of all these. I'm not going to. I'm just going to eat carefully. Anything like that. All right. So here's what we want to do. Put this stuff off to the side for a second. Get rid of my garbage. My garbage. All right. So here's our fish. And all the tomatoes rolling around. Actually, probably would have been better if I halved the tomatoes, you know, cut them in half so they're not rolling around and stuff. No big deal. Alright, so first actually I'm going to squeeze my juice. There's a lot of juice. Some lemon. Actually, I'm going to save that. I'll put that in a bag and reserve it for something else. Get some lime. Make sure you get those tomatoes too. Lemon, lime, all over citrus. And then just kind of layer these. Little lemon, little lime, little lemon, a little lime. Yeah, you get the idea. And let's sneak this one under here. Yeah, there we go. And for some reason, I don't know why, but I always hit at the top with black pepper too, so you can kind of see it. There's no real purpose to it, but I like doing it. So that is pretty much it. Alright, now I'm going to take a piece of tin foil. See how easy this is? Pretty simple. Alright, piece of tin foil. That's all I want to do. Just cover it so it kind of steams itself. In the oven it goes, like I said, 375. I'm going to put this in for, this piece of fish is actually a little bit smaller, so I'm going to put it in for 15 minutes. Alright, 15 minutes later, let's check it out. Now this recipe really calls for about 20 minutes in the oven, but like I said, this is a smaller piece of fish, it's just me. I'm not making a bunch. Like a lot of times when I make a dinner, even though I eat alone, it's just me. I'll make enough for like 2 people, and I always keep leftovers so I can heat it up later, because I don't want to always, you know, constantly cook, use the electric stove, you know, wash dishes, all that kind of crap. So a lot of times I'll make double and then save it for lunch or, you know, dinner the next day, whatever. But today, just one. So let's check it out and see if it's done. That looks beautiful. Fish looks pretty good. Let's take my oven mitts off. Bring you a little closer so you can see here. Now, what I want to do is move this stuff over just a little. You want to go like the fattest part of the fish, all right, and then see if it's cooked there, which this is. Perfectly cooked, nice and flaky, still extremely juicy. So this is done. Now, that being said, you can see the tomatoes are starting to roast. Ideally, you may want to like cook the fish first. I do it all together because with a bigger piece of fish, the tomatoes are like perfect, but you kind of want them all starting to look like this. I mean, they actually get roasted. They'll get like a little bit of color on it. You know, they get kind of mushy and stuff like that. All those flavors really come out. It's a very deep tomato flavor, but awesome. So I'm going to plate this up, and then we're going to go taste it. Well, I always say we, but you're coming along for the ride, but you can't taste anything, can you? But anyway, we'll check it out in a minute here. Alright guys, real quick, I'm having a little salad on the side, so let me show you one of my favorite dressings that I do is Ken's Steakhouse. They have a raspberry walnut vinaigrette, which it says light. Not everything you buy in the store that says light or fat-free or anything, it's necessarily good for you. You really gotta look into stuff, but I don't use a whole lot of dressing on my salad, so even if it is not all that great for you, it's no big deal. There's really not that much. But give this a good little shake and squirt a little in the bowl here. Not that much. Don't need much here. You don't want to drown your salad. That's what I've done most of my life, is I just use way too much dressing. It was almost like lettuce soup. It's disgusting. And, pardon me, do you have any Grey Poupon? Actually, that's make a good, I have a Grey Poupon story, I can tell. Make a good story time video. Pretty funny stuff. Anyway, you don't need much. I always use a fork instead of a spoon because it just makes it easier. Basically, stir that in. Take a little bit of effort to do this, no big deal. And this, I'm telling you, this comes out. Well, you know what? I think it's great. You may think it's disgusting. We all have different tastes, right? Kind of beat it like an egg. Yes. Alright, actually, you know what? Instead of moving my table and doing a big old fancy thing, here's the meal. I got my fish, and I kind of layered it here. Fix this a little bit for you, so you can see what's going on. Alright, and then I put a little salad on the side, see the tomatoes on the side. Basically overlap the fish so it wasn't taking up too much room on the plate. Take your fork, alright, drizzle this around. At this point, a spoon would make more sense, but I don't want to wash the spoon, as ridiculous as that sounds. So silly, but yeah, I don't want to do it. Just kind of drip it around. You really don't need that much. So that's pretty much it, guys. Really, really simple little salad. Some salmon, straightforward, little citrus, a little bit of herbs for everyone outside the US, and some roasted tomatoes. And again, when you roast those tomatoes in there, it brings on a whole different flavor. It's just a whole different dimension and a deeper, richer, more delicious flavor. But that is just what you call an opinion, and that's my opinion. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it as always. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.